He sacrificed his right, as Uthman did. Each one of those people, he sacrificed himself, his family, his property for the sake of Allah. He gave it up in order to help getting the Ummah united. And he did it. And Muawiyah honored him. Unlike what people claim that Muawiyah put the poison for Hassan and Hassan died, it is not true. We should analyze that there are a lot of false narrations, and many people were trapped in these kinds of false narrations. They don't know better. As a matter of faith, being a matter of faith, people should be investigating what they talk about. So we have two types of sacrifices. Uthman radiallahu anhu sacrificed himself. He said, no one should be stopping those who are after my blood. Leave them. One person to die and to shed his blood is better than shedding the blood of thousands of Muslims. Leave those people. Let them do what they want to do. And they did. And guess what? Who was in charge of guarding Uthman? Al-Hassan and Al-Hussein. They were ordered by their father to guard Uthman radiallahu anhu. But Uthman gave strict orders. No one should be stopping those people, intercepting them. Leave them. And they had to obey the orders of the leader. So as a result, Uthman died. Another sacrifice, Al-Hassan, he came with 40,000 soldiers and he said to Muawiyah, Imamah is yours. Take it. And that caused the reconciliation of the Ummah. I just wanted to give this small briefing to make you aware of the fact that this division that we have today has nothing to do with the disagreement that had taken place between Ali and Muawiyah. It was mere political issue, and it stopped and it was ended by this honorable conduct of Al-Hasan radiallahu anhu. But afterwards, people took advantage of certain things. This ummah is always being conspired against. It's always like this. So we have to be careful. We've been told that Ali radiallahu anhu did not agree that leadership should be given to Abu Bakr, but he gave his hand. And if you ask people why, they'll say to you, he wanted to maintain the security of the ummah. Fine. That's a good thing. Do you have the same concern of Ali? So, if the matter had passed away, and you are really concerned of the unity of the ummah, why do you have to involve these topics nowadays? It was, let's say it was the right of Ali, and Ali gave his right up for the sake of the ummah. Do the same thing. Stop making these arguments that stop us from giving da'wah to the non-Muslims. That's what's happening nowadays. I used to be a great expert in Christianity. A great expert, alhamdulillah. But now I'm stuck. I can't make da'wah. Because we have many people who are throwing doubts inside the Muslim world, inside the Muslim ummah, against Islam, in the name of Islam. So that stopped me from giving da'wah to the non-Muslims. Who are AHLUL BAYT? Linguistically, scholars of language, they said, Ahlul Rajuli Zawju. The Ahl of the man, his wife. Look, if somebody understands Arabic, is there anyone who understands Arabic? Raise your hand up. Okay. When we say ta'ahhala ar-rajulu, or I ask you, for example, do you know Arabic? No, I want someone who knows Arabic. Not learning Arabic. Okay, okay. هل تأهلتي أم لا? Good. What did you understand? Translate what I asked you.
Did you make family?
No.
Are you married?
هل تأهلتي? Are you married? Did you get married? تأهلتي? See? We did not meet before. So I just want to make sure that when I use the word تأهل الرجل, that means he became married. So أهل الرجل, his wife. And when we say أهل البيت, his family, his wife, who takes care of his house. We call it today household. So the wife is inside the house or outside the house. If she is divorced, she is outside of the house. If she is not divorced, she's inside the house. How do you say to me that the wives are not Ahlul Bayt while they are inside the Bayt? Bayt means house. How can you say that? They are not Ahlul Bayt, the wives are not Ahlul Bayt, yet they are inside the Bayt. Can't be. So, I gave the reference, معجم مقاييس اللغة. وأهل الرجل أخص به وأهل البيت سكانه. The people of the house are those who are living in the house. أهل البيت سكانه, etc. والبيت التزويج يقال بات الرجل يبيت إذا تزوج. So as a result, we can see here التأهل التزويج أهل البيت سكانه. It's very clear, very obvious linguistically. Now the Quran also is the judge. We may disagree on the Sunnah between us and the Shia. Now not here. This gathering here is a very high academical, intellectual gathering. We should not be dealing with our emotions, but we should be dealing with our rational, our intellect. It's very important. At least, if we disagree, we still have something called respect, if we disagree. Because despite the disagreement, if you still have this factor of respect, we can still communicate. But if there's no more respect, how can we communicate? No way. We can see the Quran here. إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. Do you know this verse, brothers? All of you know it. Does it begin like this or not? What is the beginning of this verse? No. No. Can anyone know? That's not the beginning of the verse. The verse begins like this. وَقَرْنَ فِي بُيُوتِكُنْ, and abide in your houses. وَلَا تَبَرَّجْنَ تَبَرُّجَ الْجَاهِلِيَّةِ الْأُولَى, and do not display the former times of ignorance. وَأَقِمْنَا الصَّلَاةِ, and establish the prayer. وَآتِينَا الزَّكَاةِ, and give the alms. وَأَطِعْنَا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ, and obey Allah and His Messenger. إِنَّمَا, verily, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ, Allah intends only to remove from you the impurity, O أهل البيت, وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا, and to purify you the utmost purification. Ahlul Bayt. Now, the addressing here, how do you see it? Is it for someone else other than the wives of the Prophet or not? The addressing is from Allah to the wives of the Prophet. In Surah Al-Ahzab, chapter 29, verse 33. You may say, no, you disagree. We say, all right, let's go to another verse, because the word Ahlul Bayt is mentioned 3 times only in the Quran. Only 3 times. Not 4, only 3 times. As Ahl, yes, many times. But Ahlul Bayt, only 3 times. Let's go to the next one. The angels came to Ibrahim, the Prophet Abraham, as they say in English, and Ibrahim wanted to shake hands with them, but he realized that no shaking, no touching taking place. He was scared. He knew afterwards that those are angels who came to give him glad tidings. Now, at that moment, his wife appeared.